Now I thought I'd do a quick video and jump on and review the others charts. Now for those who don't know, the others charts represent the total market cap excluding the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the market. So as you can see when we look at the chart here, and we look at this, essentially, where is it? To prove this point, we've removed the value of the top 10 coins and calculated the total market cap of the remaining crypto market. So basically what we are seeing with these charts, when we find it, what we're seeing is the total market cap of essentially your mid and low cap altcoins, because this excludes Bitcoin, it excludes Ethereum, and then it'll exclude the top 8 altcoins in market cap. So understanding that, we get a better idea of what this chart represents now, because it doesn't represent the majors, as like total represents Bitcoin as well as Ethereum in this total crypto market cap. So as you can see, the strength denoted is a bit stronger considering where Bitcoin is and where Ethereum is. Same can be said for total too, but this one excludes Bitcoin but includes Ethereum, and as you can see, the strength is stronger than that of altcoins with the preceding trend as well as the recent move. And then when we look at total free as well, so this excludes Ethereum as well as Bitcoin, but it includes the major large cap altcoins like your BNB, your Doge, etc. And as you can see, the move has been a bullish one, but we're pretty much consolidating and there hasn't been a great deal of momentum in this area, unlike the total pairs that we've seen the momentum come through. So what you can tell overall is altcoins, including the majors, are still heavily consolidating in this range we've got going on here. We're essentially taking this trend line as trend line resistance, coming up and taking liquidity, and we're just consolidating really tight, as you can see by a lot of the closes on the weekly time frame. So going back to others, what can we understand from this chart? Well, it looks similar to total free, where the momentum hasn't really done all that much. We've swept highs into the area that we broke down from, and we're essentially just ranging between 2 points here and here, where we've took sort of low on the daily, if we make it clearer, but as you can see, we've took the low on this wick here, and we've essentially created a new range and just been consolidating in that range. So what I'm looking for on this pair and what it suggests to us is that altcoins on a whole are still really quite weak here. We are not yet seeing any momentum come out of the altcoin market, and if anything, we continue to consolidate, if not continue bearish on low cap altcoin pairs. And that's pretty clear, as you can see, where we've swept the high and we've had 2 weeks of bearish momentum come in the market, and over the last couple of weeks we've had that bearish move come in through some altcoins, and we've started to see pullbacks back into liquidity and back into a bit of a discount of this range here, where we've seen all of these rejection wicks. Now what I'm looking for on this pair is, there is the two options like I outweighed in the other video, but overall, you know, we're still very much trapped in this pennant, and I am looking for either manipulation of these lows here into key areas there, or the other option is if we do see quite a bearish move come into the market on altcoins as Bitcoin continues to manipulate its range, then I would reasonably expect this could potentially take its lows down here and take this as liquidity. We come back into these key areas and then we align pro trend bullish. Now what this suggests for a lot of low cap altcoins is that continued grind lower. It suggests a continued sell-off correctionary phase into lower prices, And I'm not saying every single coin will be like this, because this is like an index that we're looking at right here, and it shows a basket of the low cap altcoins. So I don't want to paint every single altcoin out there with the same picture based off this one chart alone, but what it's suggesting on a whole is that the altcoin market is still consolidating in a tight range. We're still manipulating liquidity either side in this range, essentially having that cause effect relationship to drive price up pro trend later on down the line to continue this higher time frame trend that we're seeing, where we have the same thing here. We form essentially a range and we break out of that range to the upside and then continue higher, and the same is here, where we form a range, we break out, and essentially we're just having another consolidation period, another retracement back into key levels before then another move to the upside comes through. So getting back to this recent fractal in price, then I do think there is that potential to see manipulation down to these levels, and this would be a fairly bearish case for your medium caps and low cap altcoins. If this comes through, it would probably be a very good place to DCA on altcoins, with the expectation of the market is looking to price in a discount before we then move pro trend bullish. And then if we couple this with others dominance, now others dominance is a chart similar to BTC dominance, where it essentially measures the market cap percentage dominance of Bitcoin in the market, and it's the same as the stablecoin dominance pairs I use, where essentially it measures the market cap percentage weighted against the other coins in dominance. So the more the dominance goes up, the more market cap percentage the total low cap and medium cap altcoins will have. So as this goes up, I would expect your low cap altcoins and your medium cap altcoins that are not within that top 10 to start performing well in the market. But what you can see is, since we had a bit of a double top formed here, and then we broke down from that and we broke down straight into liquidity, we've also got fair value gaps on the 2 week and the monthly. As you can see, if we drop to the monthly, and even if we just take the drawings off completely, you can see that we are forming essentially bullish momentum, where we're putting in a series of higher highs and higher lows. We've put in a new higher high here. We're returning back into a discount, expecting a higher low to be put in this area. We've got rest and liquidity to take here. We've got a bullish fair value gap here in the market on the 2 month. As you can see, it's really nice and clear. We've formed that inducement. We come and take liquidity back into key areas following higher time frame order flow, before we then see that potential move come through to the upside whenever it's ready to do so. And on this pair, what I'm looking at is, what I've noticed is the low cap altcoins and your medium caps have took a reasonable nosedive and corrected quite a bit compared to Bitcoin's 2% correction. And this is as a result of them low cap altcoins being a lot weaker in comparison. And that's denoted here by, this fractal in price on the others dominance pairs. What you can essentially see is the dominance of the low caps was weighted at 14% back at the end of March, and there's been a heavy profit taking on these altcoin positions while they were at a premium. And what we've seen is, since then, market capital has flown out of low cap altcoins, and we've been on a downtrend for the past 2 months, back into liquidity, back into key areas such as the 0.5 here, yet to still be mitigated, the 0.618 yet to still be mitigated, and overall back into this higher time frame key area here, looking for essentially that reversal to come through to then target this all-time high. Now, This could take another couple of months. I still think we've got some correctionary moves to come into the altcoin market, especially the low caps, where this is still yet to mitigate these levels deeper. It's still yet to properly take this liquidity from these lows here. So overall, I do expect to see bearish momentum continue into the lower cap altcoin market, into these zones, before then seeing that higher time frame bullish reversal come through. But overall, I'm not really worried here. I am a little bit underwater in some of my low cap altcoins, which can be expected. It's nothing new to me. I have been in this situation prior, and held a higher time frame bias into profit and made substantial profit, such as my positions on ICP and FTM. And all I'm looking to do is the same here, whereas I am positioning myself, and I have been positioning myself in discounted altcoins over the last couple of months, looking for that higher time frame expectation to come through, where we put in a higher low into a new higher high, and that again correlates to pretty much all of the total pairs as well, where I'm just forecasting a higher low to be put in, and then a new higher high into all-time highs across all these pairs. But yeah, I just thought it would be worth noting with others. It's not really a chart I've broke down too much in the past, but it's a very good chart to understand our low cap and medium cap altcoins. And as you can see, we are still yet to see that proper liquidation event from these lows. We've wicked it here, but I still think we are going to correct deeper into these levels. I do expect to see some further manipulation and downside on the low cap altcoins. But ultimately, over the next couple of months, I am looking to see a reversal form in these areas here, before then seeing new expansions to the upside when the market is ready to do so. But overall, when we look at the bullish picture on the higher time frame, we can see that we are following order flow, as you can see where we followed it here, and we start a new move, we come back, we follow it here, start a new move. We then go into a consolidation phase where we just consolidate, we sweep the lows, align bullish, come back into the breakout area here, and then we see a new push to the upside. We then distribute the highs, sweeping the highs, taking the lows, come back into a discount of this bullish leg here, and that's give us a nice reaction. We've broke bullish to the upside with a monthly close where we've swept these lows, took the highs. So for me, we're monthly bullish based on this chart. We're following that higher time frame order flow, as you can see here and starting to here. And what I'm looking for is that higher time frame correction into these key areas, such as we did here, and here. And all I'm looking for is that manipulation, that higher low to be forming, and to see that come through over the next few months into this liquidity area here on these highs, as well as into this all-time high. And when this happens, that's when I'm going to be looking to scale out of my low cap altcoins, especially after we start to come into liquidity areas such as these. And this is going to be a good indicator for me of when to start scaling out of some of the altcoins that I am in. But other than that, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I just wanted to give you a quick overview on this chart, as it's a very important one for understanding low cap altcoins, because we do have total 1, 2 and 3, which gives us a lot of information on the total crypto market cap, but we don't have a good understanding of the low caps, because a lot of altcoins move independently of one another in terms of how they react to the market. Some are more bearish than others, some are more volatile, and some will correct a lot more than others. And again, this just relates back to the total market caps of them coins, how manipulated they can be based on the market cap. And then this overall chart here on others gives us that better understanding of how the low cap coins are doing. And as you can see, at the minute, over the last 2 months, we've been pretty heavily bearish as we return into key levels. We've got a range between there and there. I am looking for a deviation to form of this range low, back into these key levels before then seeing that move come through to take out this double top here, and then into new highs with this higher time frame draw on liquidity up here. So that is the idea, that is the play that I'm looking at over the next few months, and this is how I'm positioning myself in my altcoins right now. So with that being said, guys, I hope you found something valuable out of this one. If you've got any questions, just drop me them in the Discord, and I'll be back with some more updates throughout the next week or two. Cheers, everyone.